Hey family, one love to you all. I was going to do a live and I decided not to because I'm always dealing with all kind of technical difficulties, if you know what I mean. And I didn't want to be bothered with that. But eventually I will start doing lives. I think it's a wonderful thing for us all to connect and come together and share our ideas and just vibe with one another, spiritual like-minded brothers and sisters. But anyway, I decided to do it this way. But that is something that I am planning on doing, and that's lives, just not with this video, okay? But anyway, but I'm grateful for many of you, especially much love to my new subscribers as well as viewers who happen to be checking your sister out. Much love to you. If anybody's watching me, you're definitely, on your spiritual journey. And you are a seeker. You're seeking. And that's a good thing. Seek, so shall you find. And I may not have all the, answers to your questions. You can only get that by going within yourself, okay, through prayer and meditation, instead of relying on anything that man say. You can receive like clarity and confirmation, but I say really go within yourself, okay? As far as you seeking answers, because even if you don't hear them or you're not seeing them within, the universe, the God of the universe have a way of leading you to the right people, okay, at the right time, so you can get those answers. So that's what I was doing in the beginning. I was really seeking, okay? I was having all these kind of crazy experiences. I wanted answers, okay? I wanted answers. And before I knew it, I was led to this person, this person, this person, and everybody had a little piece of the puzzle, you know. And a lot of people, due to what I was experiencing, a lot of people, was answering a lot of those questions, And I also realized I wasn't alone. Okay, I'm like, wow, I'm not alone. So this is just a process, that we must, or shall I say that I must, get through. But I shall and we shall, family. What does it mean to spiritually awaken? I can't speak for no one but myself. I mean, I can do several videos talking about this topic, be honest with you. All I'm going to say is, for me, I started getting to that place of just being real sensitive, okay, to energy, to people feelings, being in the room and all of a sudden, it's like the atmosphere changes and I'm picking up on things about people and I know it's not me, all of a sudden I'm feeling different, in the room that I walk in and I know it's not me because I know how I'm feeling before I went into that room and all of a sudden like I pick up on, tension and it's not so much tension towards me, it's somebody who's in that room that's, let me just say they're not having a good day. Okay, it's somebody that could really use someone to talk to, or they're upset. Okay, and I'm basically just saying, I got to that place of realizing I was an empath. Okay, empath, and I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, and being an empath, you're someone who's very intuitive, and you just get to where you just when it comes to people talking, shall I say, when they are genuine. You know when they're coming from a very sincere place and they are authentic, as far as the words coming out of their mouth, okay? They're not just feeding you a bunch of bull, All right, you know, to where they speaking from a place of research, and they still not have no kind of experiences. You know, you can fact check. Okay, I got to that place of being able to fact check. You know, and there's nothing wrong with research. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I research myself, but I pretty much research due to me having an experience. You know, I want answers. You know, I want to know who else out there that's having these experiences that I'm having. You know, who else out there, you know, just speaking on this, on as far as what I'm experiencing, because according to the word, it's nothing new under the sun. So if it's nothing new under the sun, obviously there are books out here, you know, or people who are doing research. I mean, I'm sorry, lectures out here that's speaking on this topic, and it is, you know, there are lectures and topics on what you are experiencing. A lot of people are using a lot of code words, you know. They won't just put it out there, you know, as far as certain words, because YouTube has an algorithm, and a lot of people don't want their channel shut down because they would be considered as conspiracy theorists. And it's just a lot of things when it comes to awakening. You know, the powers that be really don't want the Most High God children to wake up. And we're just speaking about, you know, spiritual topics as far as being able to help wicked the masses, especially when a lot of people are on one accord and they're having these same experiences. You know, it's power in that, because people start to come into their own knowing who they are, and they realize they're not crazy. Okay, they're not crazy, and there are others that are out here are just like them. And don't start speaking about things that you are sensing within as far as being led by the spirit. You know, you really can't just put that out there. As far as, you have to really watch the titles as far as how you word your title, shall I say. Like in my videos, I'm pretty much just gonna say, hey family, you know, or today message. So when my titles are like that, family, is up to you. But hey, if you're seeking, so shall you find. You never know what I'm going to say in my videos. And a lot of people are missing out because they're expecting me to say certain, they are expecting me to word my title in a certain way, and they will watch it. But now I see I have to kind of be mindful of how I word my title, you know, because a lot of people videos are not being pushed as far as in the search engine, shall I say, for people to see it. That's why I say make sure you get notified. Click on that bell down there, and for all notifications, because for the most part, a lot of people are not doing that, and that's why a lot of people are missing out on my videos. Okay, a lot of my videos for some reason are just not being circulated, but that's okay. I'm not really worrying about it. I'm grateful for the small group that I do have watching me, because the way I look at it, not only do this protects me, but you know, the power that be don't really consider me as being no threat, because I have a small group of people watching me, and that's fine and dandy. I feel like if it's meant for you to watch me, you know, may you receive some clarity as well as confirmation as far as what's going on with you. Okay. I'm going to continuously shine my light and share my truth. Okay. So with that being said, um, from my opinion, not my opinion, but from my perspective, I said that way. As far as me sharing my truth and my testimony, what does it mean to spiritually awaken? Well, let me just say this: you get to that place of just knowing, and you also communicate with your higher self. I'm communicating with my higher self. I see my higher self, and far greater things than that. And when I'm watching TV, you know, it's interesting. You know, it's like a process with this awakening, but I'm noticing, you know, I can see when I'm looking at, shall I say, projected AI technology. Okay, it's not really a human that I'm looking at, an extra human that I'm looking at. Is when it comes to the news. Okay, it's a projection of AI technology. Let me just say that. I can look at the news and I can see when a person is not human, they are cloaked. Okay, my higher self lets me know all of this. Okay, and I can also watch the news and dissect it and know when they're speaking the truth and when they're not. Okay, and I'm only saying this because many of you can relate to your sister. I'm just bold enough to speak on these topics. Many of you can do it as well, but you're putting yourself out there. That's the only difference. There's no way I want to be on this earth and live my life daily and not make a difference, not make an impact. Okay, my light, my drop, okay, in this earth. I want to leave a wave of making a difference, okay? And that one drop, that a drop in the ocean, that wave is massive, okay? Some people choose not to leave a drop of anything, you know, and I don't judge nobody. This is a non-judging zone, but I choose to leave a drop or two or three, okay? I know that I'm here for a reason and I'm doing my part, okay? And that's what matters to me. Even if I'm just dealing with a handful, I'm grateful for the handful and I receive you all with love and I'm grateful to you. I'm just praying you have a listening ear when it comes to, this awakening for me. I feel like I've been dropped on another planet. There are times when I'm asleep and I can just feel a shift. I can just feel a shift in the air. You know, every day is different, but it's like each day, by and by, I see different. And I can only speak for myself. I don't know how many of you. I don't know how many of you are seeing. With your carnal eyes. But even with my carnal eyes, I'm seeing different, and I'm only speaking for me now because I've had experiences in the past as far as abduction. And yeah, that's right. Me, a black melanin sister. That's right. I've had past experiences as far as dealing with grays, and they call them insectoids, mantis beings. I've had experiences, so I know that they are real. Okay, I would never thought that the mantis beings were real until I seen them for myself. But yes, they are real. Okay, Source, the Most High God, is a creator, and He's created a lot of, let me just say, races of beings, as well as other people that are on other planets. It ain't just us, family, okay? I've been able to have out of body experiences to where my body just shot up and I was immediately above the earthly realm and I was just moving full speed, like the speed of light. Before I know it, I was outside of our galaxy and I was seeing other galaxies. You know, when it comes to the mansion that the Bible speaks about, I truly believe that there are like, I can't even put a number on it, but there are trillions, gazillions of galaxies out there. And within every galaxy, there are stars and planets, okay? As well as races of beings, okay? That we all never really know about, okay? But having these experiences let me realize how we are all one conscious, you know. And when you are in your heart space, by me being in my heart space, and also your belief system affects your experiences as well. Let me just say that I had to put that out there because this is what I choose to believe because I do acknowledge Christ, okay? And this alone, I mean, being in my heart space as well as acknowledging Christ, this alone, put me in Christ consciousness to where it has raised my vibration to where I can go within myself and I've been able to, and I'm humbled to talk about it, but I've been able to, go into those higher planes. And It's like infinity. It's like nirvana. Okay, the word nirvana is one thing to say it, but to experience it is a whole nother thing. Okay, you just feel one with everything, and you are surrounded in this goldish existence of light and love, and all kind of beings are surrounding you, your angels. I mean, it's something. And I always thought that one must, be, I always thought that one had to transition to experience this, but no, family. When you're reaching higher consciousness and you spiritually evolve to a certain level, you can see the mysteries of the kingdom. Now, you're not seeing all of it, but you are seeing a glimpse of the mystery of the kingdom, and it is vast. It's not in the box, the church box. It's outside the box. It is within you. It is within us. Okay, that the word speaks about. Okay, the kingdom is within. It is within us, family. As within, so without, as above, so below. Okay, space that they say that is outside of this earthly realm, it's inside of you. It's inside of you. It's like teleporting to something. You go within yourself and get still and learn to master yourself within. Okay, it's like you're instantly teleported in space. Okay, so it's like you open up on the inside, something magically happens. But I'm only speaking to those small select few who knows what I'm talking about. And many of you, if you don't, eventually you will. Keep seeking. Pray that you want the truth. Pray that you want the answers. But me, I remember in 2011, I remember having this talk when I was at work. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I remember, saying, it got to be more than just this. I was sitting in front of the computer and I pulled the chair back and I was just looking around. And it seemed like everybody was moving in slow motion. It's like I was just getting sick and tired doing the same thing, eat, sleep, play. Well, eat, sleep, work, come back home, watch TV, being reprogrammed, eat, sleep, be reprogrammed, watch the news, work. It was just the same thing. And, I noticed when you're in that routine and you're being programmed, you're in a box. It's like you can't think straight and you can't see outside the box because you're programmed. That's how they want, the Most High God's children to be programmed. They don't want you thinking for yourself. They want you in that box. And that's how I was then. But all of a sudden, and thanks be to the Most High God, all of a sudden I got quiet and I stopped working and I pulled the chair back and I was looking around and I said, it got to be more than just this. And I remember having that talk with Source God. I said, please help me. I said, show me, I know you're real. It has to be more than just this. And this was in 2011. My daughter was born in 2012. And I started having like little experiences, seeing sparkles in the sky. Because I started to get into this routine of exercising. And I started seeing like beautiful sparkles in the sky. And it's like everything happened in stages. And then I remember early in 2011, I remember I had it felt like an out of body experience, but I say it was a vision. I talked about it before. I'm gonna say it again. Real quick. I remember like yesterday. I was. All I know is I ended up on this planet. It was a beautiful planet, and I call it the Crystal Planet. I did a video about it. You have to type it in, the Crystal Planet. But I ended up on this crystal planet because that's all I was seeing was crystals, and I was facing this vast like ocean, but it was real dark and murky dark, like. And well, I don't really go all into it. You have to watch the video. But the point I'm trying to make is this crystal being, told me that I was going to have another child. And he said, I know you want another child. This is what you really want. And lo and behold, a couple of months after I had that vision, you know, I got pregnant. I think, in November, I believe. October, November, one of them. But I ended up getting pregnant. I had my daughter, in 2012. But I knew that I'm not gonna say I knew that I knew I was gonna have another child, but I knew that experience was real because I had remembered it because I did a video about it, and I had my child, But the point I'm trying to make is you get to this place of knowing, you start having all these visitation with ETs, and you start seeing dimensional beings, and as well as disembodied spirits, ghosts, we call them ghosts. If you're someone who's in your heart space and you raise your vibration, spirits comes around you because they see you as a light. They see your light, okay? And depending on if they are, low vibrational, let me say this, they can come around you because they are in a place of darkness, okay? And it's so dark, they're looking for the light, okay? For the most part, these spirits are looking for a way out. Let me just say that. They're looking for a way out and they see your light, family, okay? That's why you're seeing a lot of, you know, people coming to you. You know who I'm talking about. You see a lot of people coming to you when your eyes are closed, because I've had this experience too. All right. And a lot of them are your past lives. You're having like a life review. You don't know that, but this is what I come to understand. A lot of it is that too. You have people coming to you like this one at a time, and they fade out. I didn't know what it was then, but I know what it is now. You was having like a life review. You were seeing your Akasha records. You were seeing a lot of your past lives, And I was like, wow, I was a lot of different people. But it's also using discernment. If it's not that, you're seeing your spirit guides, coming around you, and your angels. And you would know your angels because they are huge. They're like giants, like warrior looking. So you would know the difference. But the point I'm trying to make is I see why the powers that be don't want the Most High God children to wake up. I see why the power that be want the Most High God children to stay asleep in their sleepy slumber. Okay? Because you would just be, like a zombie. Walking around like a zombie, being told what to do and you don't think for yourself and, whatever they say, go. Because it's like you don't know no better. You don't question, the powers that be. You don't question the powers that be, you know. You don't say, I want the truth, and meditate and pray about it and get your answer. A lot of people are not doing that. They don't question. I started to question. The more, I was spiritually starting to evolve, I started to question. I started wanting myself. I wanted the answers. And when you connect with your higher self, you automatically get the answers just like this, okay? Now, in the beginning, it's gonna, you're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna be like, oh, and you might start questioning, is this information accurate, And that's natural, family. It's natural. It's natural because I was questioning it too. I was like, But then I started doing my research and I started seeing other people that are whistleblowers speaking on the things that I was questioning. Me, as far as me wanting to make sure if I was receiving accurate information and it was like spot on. And I was like, wow, wow. And I was questioning about 9/11 and I had asked a question, I got an answer. And then I waited, I prayed about it. And the universe led me to somebody speaking about it who had a higher platform than mine, more viewers, more subscribers, and they were speaking about it, and they were saying, what it was really behind 9/11. I was like, wow, you know, wow. That's just all I can say is wow. I watched this young man. I'm subscribed to him too. He go by the name of Young Barrel, and he's very intelligent and he's real smart. I really don't talk about other people's channels, but I just want to say this about him real quick. I noticed he's very intuitive, but he's all about facts and he does his research and he does a wonderful job. And he's very passionate about, our children, because I'm definitely am. And, he does videos as far as trying to blow the whistle on a lot of these, or the cabal, shall I say, and who all involved in it. And As far as, and he can't stand Hillary Clinton, I mean, if I didn't know what I know now, I would be like, oh, he shouldn't be judging her. We need to pray. You know what I'm saying? If you're somebody that, still in that box way of thinking because you're really not sure, you really don't know if what a person is saying the truth or not, you will come off like that. Oh, stop judging. Oh, you can't say that. But when you rely on the spirit, I know that what he's saying about her is the truth. Okay, let me just say that. So as far as I'm concerned, he's not judging her. He's spot on, okay, with his research. But one person had, he was saying that he wants her and a host of others, but he was speaking about her at this time. He was saying he want her to not only, well, she's been exposed online. 'Cause there's a lot of stuff about her online, but not only did he want her to be exposed, but he want her to, go to jail and to be convicted and go to jail due to the crimes of children. Her and her husband, to be honest, as far as this piece of gay and this pedophile ring that they are a part of. And he also is showing proof of some graphic, videos and pictures of as far as them participating in rituals, murdering children, and the list goes on. But anyway, when Beer had hit him up in the comment section, it was like, well, no, see, no, they called him. They called him, and he was like, well, you know, um, Hillary, is dead. Let me see. Let me get it right. Let me see. Did they say? No, they had mentioned something about a lot of people who are, you know, running, the government, whatever. They're not human. They're reptilians and stuff. And he was like, and I do believe that he, does believe in ETs and all of that, but he's spiritual. Let me just say this right quick. He's all about facts. I'm gonna say it like that. He's all about facts, and he, for him to speak on it, he likes to back it up with facts. Let me just say that. So he really didn't want to speak about it from that perspective, but that person was so right. And also, somebody had told him that Hillary was deceased. She wasn't alive anymore. I think somebody had said in the comments section. And when people speak about a lot of things, a lot of times I don't know myself, family. You don't just know everything as far as, for me, I have to facts check. Okay. 'Cause I do remember a while back I heard something about she was ill, but you didn't hear no more about it. All of a sudden got quiet. And this was during the time when she was running for president. But anyway, I had facts checked about what that person was saying, and lo and behold, I sense in my spirit that she's no longer with us, family. The person that you're seeing, okay, is a clone, okay, and they do have clones running around here, all right, and they pretty much use them as far as control. But little do Pharaoh know that person that left that message, whoever it was, I do believe them, because I sense that in my spirit. She's not with us anymore. I do believe that she's been taken out, okay? And, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of information I have came into because I do take time and I sit and I meditate on a lot of these so-called politicians, shall I say, and government officials. And, you'd be surprised who Trump is surrounded by. He's surrounded by a lot of snakes, let me just say that. And I'm sure I'm sure that he knows for the most part, and for the most part, he don't know, you know. He talking about draining the swamp, but he still have a lot of snakes that are around him as well. And for anybody who wants to know, I do sense that yes, Trump is human. I do sense that about him. Obama, you know, I don't care if he does look like my complexion. He's right along with them. He's a pedophile as well, and I had heard rumors that which I don't really care who you sleep with, family. Everybody got their own thing. That's between you and the Most High God. I say live your truth though, but when it comes to as far as a person's gay or not, that's not my place to be judging nobody. I'm not. That's what what my platform is all about. Okay. But I will say this: a lot of people are saying that he was gay. I sense that he is bisexual, and a lot of people also said that, conspiracy theorists. They said that his wife Michelle Obama was transgender. That his wife Michelle Obama was transgender. I sense in the spirit. Okay, I received confirmation that yeah, I was shocked. That yeah, that's all I'm going to say. That whatever they were saying about her, yeah. And you might say, well, they got children. You can have children. You can have children. You can have children. If you're a male, you can still have children. Y'all know what time it is. You can, go to these banks and have children. Use a male sperm, whatever. Get an egg. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I do sense that to be true. That yeah, wasn't born as a female. It's a lot of he was pretty much prepped to be the face of the so-called melanated black race. Okay, even though he was mixed, but he was still the face. But he was pretty much like a front man, if you know what I mean. And how I knew deeply that it was something about him that wasn't right. I had a vision about him some years back, and during this time he was our president, and he had appeared to me in a vision, and I did a video about it. I did take it down because the numbers were starting to increase, and I didn't take it down due to being scared. I took it down because I didn't want my channel to be taken down. I didn't want no strikes. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, he had appeared to me, and he was sitting at a table, and I saw him. He was smoking a cigar, and his eyes was red. He was wearing a black suit, and his eye was red, and he was looking at me like as though, yeah, you figured me out, and I see you, And I was looking at him, and I just felt like just pure evil from him. He's all a part of the agenda, and it ain't good for mankind. Okay, just look at all the laws that were passed while he was our president. Okay, I don't care. I say I don't care what color you are. You either working for darkness or you are for the light. Like I always say, it's who you're going to serve at the end of the day, and that's what I go by. Okay, because everybody that's your color, you know. You can't really go by color these days. I rely on the energy and what I sense about a person. If we go by looks, looks are going to mess you up, family. If you go by looks is going to mess you up, especially my brothers who go by women, how their appearances are. Women has always, being man's downfall, because a lot of men's are so weak, they're very weak, and they have women have definitely been men's downfalls over many let me just say generation going back, over many years, and way before me. Okay, men just have a weakness for women, but if men knew how to operate in their intuitive power, okay, because they have it in them as well. Everybody has that spiritual muscle. You just have to exercise it. They would be able to make better choices, better decisions, shall I say, even as women as well. Okay, but when it comes to what's going on behind the scenes, a lot of celebrities, a lot of people, elites, shall I say. I had to watch what I say, but a lot of officials, let me just say that, elite officials, excuse me, as well as celebrities, a lot of them are on house arrest. Now, I'm going to say this, even though many will be exposed, that is really their punishment. due to the fact that they are being exposed. Okay, that can hurt them big time, especially people many people have looked up to, like in Hollywood. People are going to see them differently, and they're not going to support them. Even when it comes to these political officials, that's pretty much going to be their punishment. But a lot of them, I hate to say it, I meditated on it and I received in the spirit. A lot of them would not be going to jail. Why? I do not know, but many of them will go. Okay? And I'm not going to use this platform to say who will and who won't. I'm just going to let many of you know that when it comes to Trump draining the swamp, many of them are being exposed now. Okay? Check out my um, post. Okay? I have videos that's speaking on this topic as far as other people's videos, but I am sharing them as well as I have links, and you can see a lot of the key players, that is a part of this equation, okay? Especially due to the Q person who is on the inside that's pretty much trying to expose. Let me say this real quick, and I'm going to end this video. I gave many of you a lot of hints, and I'm sure many of you caught it. But I'm going to say this real quick. There's someone that many people loved when it comes to the Kennedys, okay? Many people were very upset. 'Cause every time you look around, there's always something when it comes to the Kennedys. It's like they're just cursed, But the Kennedy Jr., I remember when he had, I don't know how far back this was, but he had died in a plane, him and his wife, Carolina, right? But I was told in the spirit that he's still alive. I let this sit with many of you. If you want to know the truth, just say, I seek the truth. Actually, I'm going to leave a clip of these awesome individuals. Well, it's one person that's speaking out of the group. He's going to tell many of you when it comes to you seeking, say, say these words. And he is so right, because since I've been saying these words a lot, you know, it's like I've been all of a sudden introduced to all kind of videos, on YouTube that I normally wouldn't even watch. And I've been receiving all kind of information. A lot of things have been coming to me. I've been having more vision. And when you seek, so shall you find. Let me just say that. And if many of you, don't want to know, you want to stay in the box, don't ask. Don't ask, okay? Don't ask, I want to know the truth. Because when you start getting the truth, it's going to really, you're going to really start questioning everything, okay? As far as the words coming out of people's mouth, as far as anything, the media say, you can start questioning, period, okay? Because you want the truth and you want to get the answers. But yeah, I truly sense that when it comes to this Q official, that's the one that's Trump is communicating with. Okay, I truly believe that he is. How do you say it? They're protecting him. I just say like that. They're protecting him, and they can make anybody, they can make anything look like it's real. Let me just say that. As far as there being a incident, if somebody wants to go off, you know, off the radar, they have ways of doing it to protect them. Let me just say that. Okay, and that speaks for itself. I'm talking in code now, but maybe you know what I'm talking about. They have ways of setting things up to look a certain way, so people think that they're not around anymore. Okay, for reasons, until certain individuals are taken out, because as long as they are around, that person could be, let me just say, in danger. Okay, but to keep them under radar, though they're not around anymore, they can focus on the individuals who want to take them out, and they can, let me just say, well, you get them going with this. You get them going with this. I don't like to keep repeating myself. But anyway, My take on awakening, you would get to the place of tapping in with source, connecting, and you don't have to look outside yourself anymore. You don't idolize nobody. You don't worship nobody. You worship source, the most high God, in spirit and in truth by going within yourself. You know, if you're going to worship anything, you go within and worship, okay? But you don't worship out here, all right? I don't worship no man, no woman, no one out here, all right? People talking about the Queen Elizabeth and Queen Bee. They look at what they say. They call certain rappers Queen this, Queen B, Queen whatever. No, none of these celebrities are my queen. Okay, I'm a queen. Okay, that's the only queen that I see is what I see in the mirror. All right, the reflection that I am, how I carry myself, but when it comes to worship and who I acknowledge, that's on the inside, okay? Me coming to this awareness of awakening, I see the big picture and I rely on the spirit. And when you start relying on the spirit, you stop questioning. You start off questioning now, and that's natural, but you get to that point of once you are receiving the answers, you stop questioning. That's all I'm saying. You'll stop questioning because you realize that you're tapping in from source, the divine, okay? And the information you're getting is accurate, and it will protect you, and it will, keep you in your dark hour. Let me just say that. Peace and love to you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel.